Hi and welcome to the stream. My name is Commander Cobra, and today I'm bringing you the guide of how to make 1 billion credits really easily. Now, this particular way I've done it has taken me about 3.5 hours to maybe 4 hours to get 1 billion credits, and I was at 19 million when I started. So anybody even starting the game fresh can come here, you know, with if you've got at least a couple of 100,000 credits, you can outfit a ship capable enough of coming here and being able to do this. So new people and old people alike, used to the game, so long as you've got horizons, you should be able to make this 1 billion credits or more. And this is of this day today, which is the 10th of August 2017, so it's all still working, no problems here at all. So I'm going to quickly go through exactly what you're going to need to do. Now, bear in mind the first hour or two is going to be a bit of a rigmarole, a bit of a grind. You're going to have to get reputations up and things like that, so stick with it, bear with it, don't get despondent, and you will win out in the end, I promise you. In fact, I can show you by going over to my game screen. I haven't got the sound turned on for it at the moment, so I can talk to you guys in peace. So here we go. So as you can see, I've got 1,061,000,000, and that's in 3.5 hours to 4 hours worth of doing this. So, and all I'm doing it in is a sidewinder. Right, so without further ado, right, the first thing that, by the way, this guide is fully downloadable from my actual Twitch channel. If you put the Twitch channel up on full screen, the actual web page on full screen, not the actual picture, you'll see the banners there for sort of donating and things like that. And at the very bottom is download the guide. So I've actually done it. It's a simple text document. It's like just a few bytes rather than, don't even think it's kilobytes. But you can download this guide so you can keep it on your desktop and you can keep switching out to it, or print it off or whatever. Yeah, guaranteed to work anyway. So I'm going to go through it basically with you now. And then obviously you'll be doing the grinding and bits and pieces, and then eventually you'll get to the same level as me, but let's start. So first off, you need to obtain a ship of some kind that can travel a fair distance. Now for the new people out there, I've put in the guide, obtain a hauler. Now strip it down of almost everything, then derate all the core internals apart from the FSD drive. This is important, make that an A rate. That gives you a 30 light year jump. Okay, so make sure that's A rated. Also make sure you fit an A rated fuel scoop, and then also fit a vehicle bay, making sure that you purchase an SRV to go in it. Now this is important because recently at the Quint system you haven't been able to buy vehicle bays. So whether or not it's Frontier's way of nerfing this particular thing, I don't know, but as of last night when I was playing it, you couldn't buy one. So I'd just bring one. Doesn't cost you too much and it doesn't really hurt your jump distance too much. So once you've got that all outfitted, head off to the Quint system. That's QUINCE. Now I think you can see it on the bottom right of my screen there. It says Quint system. Bottom left, sorry. Quint system. Now once you get there, head to Millerport. Now when you arrive, the first thing you want to do is going to go into outfitting, and you're going to want to store your SRV vehicle bay. Then you're going to want to buy a basic sidewinder. Now this is where I can actually go into this in my ship here, so I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So So we go into outfitting. Now I've actually A-rated a few bits and pieces here, but you don't have to do that. So just showing you my core internals, I've A-rated the thrusters, D-rated the frameshift drive, didn't make any difference really, but and the sensors and bits and pieces. But you can keep it stock, it's no problem. Just keep those internals stock if you're a new guy trying to make this money. You know, you don't need to be spending out loads of credits. So this is what you got to have. This is the important bit. So obviously you get the planetary approach suite when you have the horizons. If you haven't got horizons, sorry guys, you can't do this. Then you've got to have a capacity 2 cargo bay there, and then in this capacity 2 here, you've got to have a planetary vehicle hangar with your SRV actually located inside it. Now some of you may want to get shields, which is why I've left this one empty. If you're not very good at landing, however, I feel pretty okay with landing, so I don't bother with a shield. And you'll see why I don't bother with a shield later on, because it saves a bit of a messing about. But anyway, so that's basically all you need. Nothing else. Now what you're going to do is when you come to the missions board, when you first come here, you're not going to be allied like I am with these main factions. This one there's hardly ever any missions come up for this one, so it's very difficult to get allied with that one. It's all smuggling, so there's no point. They don't do the scan missions, which is what we're going to be after. So I'm just checking my notes here. So yeah, so basically you've got to become at the very least cordial. Okay, now when you start off, your reputation will not be cordial at all. So just start working at either I tend to do donations, because donations tend to pop up quite a bit. Do not do massacre missions. That is not going to help you. You will get destroyed in a split second. I've tried it, it's not worth it. So what you can do is you can sort of pay to bring over a ship that you've got that's got an interdictor, so you can do a bit of pirate hunting and, you know, go out into the system and you can destroy a few ships like that. There's also, because sometimes this place is in civil war, you can actually go to some of the what do you call it, sites, I'm trying to think, it doesn't show it because I haven't gone out. The conflict zones, you can go out to the conflict zones, so you can actually earn reputation with your different factions by working with those as well. Once you start getting up to at least cordial, you'll start to see these scan missions. You'll start to see them with very, very low pay, sometimes as low as like 10,000 credits. Accept them, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter about the credits at this point. You're trying to get your reputation up. The more you get your reputation up, the better it is. So what you're going to need to do is accept as many of the missions that you can find. Like I say in the beginning, there will hardly be any, but once you get to cordial, you'll start getting these popping up. So all you got to do is go in and accept it. As long as it's got the word scan in it, so this is a planetary scan job, accept it. Now that's a massacre, so we don't want that, and we don't want to be donating units of things because we haven't got it on board. So there, I've only got a couple there. That's not going to do. I want a minimum of 3. So noting at the very bottom of the screen there, it says solo play. Right, we're going to save and exit to the menu, and this is what we call cycling the board. This is refreshing the board. So now I'm going to go either into private group or open if you wish. If you're not a member of a group, right, just go into the private group. Now we do the same thing. Now it'll be a fresh board now, so there'll be different jobs. So here we go. This one's 2.5 million. These are because I am allied with them. Initially you'll have jobs like this one, 126,000 or less. Like I say, just keep burning away at those, and just accept as many of these scan jobs as you can. Now, if it says here, like it's saying insufficient cargo capacity, it means you've got some cargo that's been given to you by one of your missions. So what you want to do is you just want to go over to your inventory and click on it and move over to 4 and discard those. Now, if you go back into it, you can now accept it. If you come out of the board and sell those things on and then try and claim that mission, it will disappear. Every single time that mission will disappear. Now it's up to you if you want to get your reputation up, do the donations. I've obviously got the maximum reputation here at the moment, but I'm still doing the reputations because at the moment I am 32% through Earl with the Empire, so I'm going to keep donating because I've got the money to do it at the moment. And this is one of the other good things that you get if you want to do stuff for the Empire and become highly ranked in the Empire. You definitely get that chance here. I don't care if it's $1 million or what. With the amount of money that I'll make just on this trip alone, it'll more than make up for it. So there we go. Donated. That brings your rep up. So there's another donate. Yes, we'll do that because that's an Empire one. So we'll donate for that. Now there's another one there. That's a Civil War surface installation scan. So it's a different mission, but it still says scan. It's the important thing, scan. And look at these. Here we go. Look. So this shows you once you become allied exactly what's going to happen. But initially you've got to do that grind. You've got to get the reputation up no matter what. So doing a bit of pirate hunting. Doing some mundane jobs if they come up on the board. Very rarely do they come up on the board though. Although passenger missions are quite prevalent in this system. So you could actually bring over a passenger ship and you could do you know, passenger missions, because let's have a look here. There's a few passenger missions here. And you know, it's actually quite bare at the moment, but normally that's quite full. But yeah, so you know, just do whatever you can to get your reputation up. Then you get what you've just seen on mine. Okay, now when you do this, you'll hear that there's been a message come through. Don't bother reading them. Sorry about the cough. I've got a really sticky throat tonight. Don't bother reading them. There's no point. Okay. There's just literally no point. Now all you got to do now is highlight the Kosmala rewards. Okay. Exit out of this. I'm going to stay in the private group for now because no point switching back to solo. Got enough. If you get 3 or more missions, just go with it, because sometimes it can take you so long to refresh the board to try and get more missions. It isn't worth it, because you can do an average once you're allied. You can do an average of 6 million credits every 5 minutes or so. So, and this is how we do it. So with the stock sidewinder, I'm going to take off now. I'm going to bring the sound up so you can hear it. Hopefully that's not going over my audio. And this is why I got the A-rated thrusters, just to get me out of mass a lot quicker. But if you're a newbie and you know you haven't got much credits, and obviously don't bother wasting your credits doing it, because you can still do exactly what I'm doing now. It'll just take you a few extra seconds to get there. Now as soon as you head towards it, throttle off, go below the yellow, But, well, it'll be blue, I think, for you guys. I've got a different colour scheme. Now, once you throttle off like this, we're waiting for a mission critical message. As soon as we get close enough, it'll trigger it. But we don't want to come in hot. There you go, look at all those coming in there. So now we just want to find either an outpost or building search zone. That's the other side of the planet, so now I can speed up. Keeping that off to my right. Now, for those of you who are not proficient at landing on planets, I'll show you the way I do it. So I usually wait until I'm under 2 million meters before I actually start to turn in on it. There. And now keep that speed just under the yellow. If you go on the yellow, or blue for you guys, it'll actually come in too hot and you'll end up dropping out way too far away. Now this is what I call following the breadcrumbs. This search zone is going to start moving and you've got to follow it. There's no point doing turbos, by the way, at this point, because you're in a glide. It will not increase a speed, that's 2,500. So that's about your average. Is about 20 clicks away. Now you can start to turbo. This is where your A-rated drives will come in handy, and your A-rated power plant and everything. Now this search zone, this breadcrumb as I call it, will start to move, and we just got to keep following the breadcrumbs. And unfortunately it moved further away this time. Sometimes it can move to within 3 clicks away, and you can do the missions far quicker when you get that, but this one's been a bit of a sod and moved away. So here we go. First move. It always jerks there. Now it's just moved again. It's gone directly behind us. There we go. It's coming quite quick actually, that one. Now what you want to do is you want to set down not right next to it, because sometimes they can be hostile towards you, but about as close as I am now. Come on, landing gear. There we go. Right, now we deploy. Now this is the important bit. When you go in here, with the amount of scan missions I've got loaded up here, which is probably about, I don't know, 15 or 20, it will spawn multiple aerials for you to scan. You only need to scan one. And this is the bit that a lot of people get wrong when they do this. Alright, now I'm in a trespass zone, so they're going to want to attack me in a bit, but not yet. So I'm going to highlight that and scan it. There. Now watch all those come in. I'm out of the hostile area before they decided to attack. Now the important thing here is, as soon as you get to your ship, do not board the ship. Sit here and wait now, just for a second, and we're going to listen for mission critical message. As soon as that comes up, we can board the ship. If you board the ship before that, you'll end up having to come back again. But this will save you having to scan those aerials multiple times, which can take up to 10-15 minutes. There we go. So that's the mission critical message that we wanted. We're now going to board the ship. And if we take a look when we get in the ship, we'll find that all of those missions have been updated. And they're all telling you to go back. Oh, it's still saying. Right, so all we've got to do now is lift off. I get usually to about 1.5 kilometers. Stop, face down, full throttle. When it gets to 1 kilometer, activate your turbo button. And yes, we've just destroyed ourselves. Now you might be thinking, why on earth did you just destroy yourself? You could have just flown back to the station. But then the amount of time it would have taken us to fly back to the station, dock and all that sort of stuff, you're adding another 5 to 10 minutes on each one of your missions. This way I've destroyed myself, but when I go back, I'm immediately back to Millerport. I go to my mission board and look at all these here now. Take note of what I've got there at the minute. Ignore the 1 billion, I've got 59 million there, right? Let's see how much money we get. Now ignore the cargo hold maximum capacity warning, because if you go in and sell the cargo, it'll only fill it up with more, so there's no point, because the cargo's worth bugger all anyway. And all of this money, and I'm just in a stock Sidewinder with an SRV. Well, apart from my A-rated bits and pieces, but you don't have to have that. That's just my choice. I just realised I haven't put the game sound on. Sorry. But then, you needed to hear my voice more. So I had 59 million, and I've now got 81 million. So, you know, there's the proof of the pudding, as they say. Once you've done that, go into your commodities, sell off the 4 tons of whatever crap it is that they've given us, which is worth like 4,000 or whatever. 6,000. Wow. Now, sometimes when you go back in the mission board, it'll have refreshed instantly, but as with this one, it hasn't. Sometimes it does. So now we're going to take note again of what it says at the bottom. It says private group there. So we want to exit from the private group and we're going to go back to solo. Right. So now we come back into the mission board. And here we go. We've got more. There's only one there. One there. There's 5 there. Now, I'm happy with that, even though it doesn't sound like a lot. You know, I've got what, 6 or 7 there. For the amount of time you'll end up wasting just recycling the board to try and get that sort of 15 or 20, you'll end up. There we go. Somebody friend requesting. You'll end up wasting more time doing that than actually just cracking on and doing the mission. Right? So we're going to do this nice and quick this time. So I'm not going to talk through this one. I'm going to stay quiet and you're going to just watch what I'm doing now. So here we go. I'm going to turn off the mic and just watch. See how quickly I can get this one done without having to tutorialize everything for you. And I end up clipping that bloody wing. It doesn't matter because the missions are still going to be there. So we just confirm and confirm. Let's try that again. This time without hitting the bloody beluga. Thank you for the follow there, Swamp Donkey. Chiefy. The only problem with blowing up in the SRV is it takes you back to the ship anyway, so... And you've still got to make sure that you wait for that second message of...
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Landing gear deployed. Trespass zone cleared. Connectivity compromised. No calamity warning. Handbrake is on.
Okay, that was a bit random.
Warning, you have entered trespass zone.
Yes, I entered the trespass zone. Are we worried?
Connectivity compromised. Incoming mission critical message.
Just wait now for that second notification. No, you don't have to mess with any of the other data points. Just scan the one. Scan the one. Wait for the mission critical message that you just heard. And that's it. You don't have to scan any of the others. That'll speed up your money making by quite a long stretch. I'm not doing it for the materials. I'm just doing it just purely for the credits.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Slow the volume of the game down again, so it's not going over the top of mine. Do I have an end goal? That's a good question. I mean, the reason I'm doing this guide is so that, you know, people that are new to the game, you know, make the credits. At the end of the day, that's what we're all doing at the beginning, isn't it? Is the credit crunch. So yeah, I mean, I've got up to 1 billion there after about 3.5 to 4 hours of grinding away doing this. But you know, my actual goal is currently I'm 39% through Earl, so I'm actually saving up for the cutter and to be able to fully aerate it the way I want to do it. Now, obviously I can't get the cutter at the moment, I haven't got enough rank, so doing these missions, they're mostly for the Empire, so you know I'm ranking up quite quickly, and I do the donation missions as well. I'm going to have to save and go out. So yeah, my end goal is spend the money. Was I in solo then or private? I can't remember. I was talking. Find out when the board hasn't got anything on it. Yeah, I was in solo. Okay. Let's try it again, shall we? Take two. Okay. Not an amazing amount, but we'll take it. I guess I get these donates because I've already got enough missions on board. Anything more than 3 and it tends to not give you any more. Yes, I have flown a cutter before in the beta because I'm a Kickstarter backer, but yeah, she's a bit of a beast, isn't she? But I've got an A-rated Anaconda at the moment. I just fancy the cutter because I think it's a bit more of a powerful ship than the Corvette. I couldn't think of the name of it then. Yes, it does have a very slidey ass end, doesn't it?
You are clear to resume a predetermined flight path. Imperial flight of
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So at least when you go back on it, if you want to do the quince thing again, you know now you only have to scan one of the aerials to be able to get all your missions. So you'll improve your millions per hour, as it were, just by doing that. Yeah, I've got a Type 9 kitted out for my trading, and I've got I'm trying to think now what ships I've got. Yeah, I've got the Clipper as a combat ship. I've got a Vulture as a combat ship. The Anaconda's it can do everything. I've got components stored for it being a trading ship or for being an attack ship, and even a multi-role, you know, sort of mix of both. one that I got rid of and I really am actually thinking about getting back again is the Python. I really did enjoy flying the Python. So I think I might get one of those back again. But for now, my end goal at the moment is to get the cutter. You pirate in your clipper. Yeah. I am a member of Code, but I only do it infrequently, not very often. I'm not like a hardcore ganker. I'm just, if the mood takes me, then I'll role play it. But if not, I'll just carry on as I am doing stuff like this. I've been enjoying doing some of the alien missions here. I quite enjoyed doing that. Some of the payload missions. Then I do actually enjoy exploring as well. Yeah, I can understand that.
Landing gear deployed.
I just like anything to do with the game, really. I mean, I've been an alpha backer for some time now, and hence I managed to get the name Cobra. I mean, I got that without any issues back in the day. Okay, that went wrong. Just gotta wait now for that mission message to come through, and then you can board your ship and destroy yourself. Don't ask me why it does that, but saves you having to scan all the bloody aerials anyway. It's just the way it works. You don't get wanted because basically you're not staying in there long enough to become wanted. So, even if the base is actually hostile towards me, I'm not in there long enough because I'm only scanning one aerial. But if you're scanning multiple aerials, then you're in there for a while, and you know, and that's how you get your wanted status. That's my dog in the background, Lola. Oi! Shut up! My co-pilot. Didn't give me anything. Did the board replenish? Yep. Only 2 though, so it will refresh when I go into my private group. Can you stop barking, shitbag? Oi! Shush. Sorry about the dog. What would be my favourite ship so far? My favourite ship... Well, need I say, what's my commander name? It's got to be the Cobra. Just love it.
Incoming mission critical message.
Right, didn't give me too many more there. It does come in waves. And I've just got a phone call, so I will pause the stream for a second and I'll be back in a mo. Right, sorry about that. Phone call over with. So we've got any more? I don't think it'll give us any more, but we'll try. There's something to donate. It's okay. I didn't think I was going to get any more, but that's fine.
Landing control is engaged. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
overshot by enabling the microphone. Let's do a flyby and bank it around again. Above that. What was it you asked? Have I engineered much? Not on this ship or anything like that, no. But I've engineered my Anaconda quite a bit. It's not worth engineering anything else really. Although I will say I do want to engineer my my Discovery ship so it's got a better jump distance, because I've got 36 light year jump on that, and I really do want that to be a little bit better, so I will get around to doing that. I've got to keep getting the scan data for it though, which is a pain in the ass to try and find. But I'll get there. At least I'll have the money to do what I want to do.
Landing gear deployed.
Now that was a handbrake turn. Oh, I boarded the ship, dozy muppet. It's okay, I'll have to drop back out again. I may end up having to rescan that. That's because I was too eager.
Handbrake is on.
Incoming mission critical message.
Ah, it did it anyway. Okay. Scan that then. Oh, bugger off.
Handbrake is on.
Yeah, yeah, it is as efficient as it can be, I think, without me boarding the ship like an idiot.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
got that cargo hold thing, so you always got to make sure you've got to empty that cargo hold before you refresh the board. If not, you're just going to have to ditch it on the side. Right, so that's where I'm going to end the stream tonight. So anybody that is watching this back on YouTube, because this will be uploaded rather to YouTube later on, please remember to visit my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/CMDR_Cobra. So if you go there, you'll be able to download the document. Off the very bottom icon, you'll see it there, and just follow that and you'll be able to get your money. So thanks very much for Swamp Donkey, who's stuck with me throughout most of it as well. I appreciate your follow there as well, and next time I stream, hope to see you on there again soon. If not, I've accepted your friend request, and I'll see you out there in the void. Thanks for watching, and speak to you all soon. Bye.